After fishing 35 years of pressured public ponds, I could tell you most anglers are completely getting it wrong. I'm going to share with you what I have learned in 35 years of fishing these types of ponds, pressured public ponds, and let's just get right into it. Number one, have real expectations. Every pond is different, but you got to have real expectations. Not every day is going to be a banger. Not every day you're going to go out there and catch 10, 15 bass. When you're fishing these high pressured public ponds, you have to have real expectations. And I can tell you for me, one of my real expectations is I have a goal. It's about 1.5 bass per hour. Now, if I go out for 3 hours, if I can catch 5 bass, that's a successful day. I mean, a really successful day. Some days you might just catch 1, but that's okay. That 1 might be that big banger, that big one. The big ones all day long, son. Yes, sir. Getting it done. So just keep everything in perspective. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of patience. And have real expectations. I can't stress that enough. Some days, 1 bite is a win. I went out. I can just tell you a quick story. I went out. I only caught 1. Fished for 3 hours. I caught 1. It was a 4.5 pound bass. To me, that was a successful day. I only got 1. 1 bite could be an awesome day. Keep realistic expectations. Have goals. I want to catch 1 bass an hour. I go out 4 hours. That's 4 bass. That's pretty dang good. I mean, that's really dang good. Number 2, big bass theory. You know, every pond is different. I'm going to keep on saying that. But when you go and fish these ponds, bass hold tight. They go to places that are not pressured. They position differently. And the big bass aren't everywhere. They're very specific in a pond. You have to find those areas. They don't act like small bass. People go out there and say, hey, I caught 3 or 4 small bass. Hey, that's fantastic. But were you fishing for big bass? Or are you fishing for small bass? I let her take 1 big bass. Like the day I just said, I only caught 1, and it was 4.5 pounder. Biggins! Yes, sir. Or do I want to catch a bunch of small ones? I'm after big bass. You got to find the areas. They act differently. They go deep. They hold tight to structure. They find the least pressured area in a pond, and that's where they're at. You're not fishing for numbers. You're fishing for opportunities. Number 3, not every pond is the same. I'm going to stress this again. Not every pond is the same. Every pond is different. Every pond is built differently. Every pond has different structure. Every pond has different vegetation. Your lures and how you use them all changes at every single pond you fish. When you're fishing these pressured public ponds, your system for one might not work for the next. A chatterbait works for me in one pond, but it won't work for me in another because it's too shallow or it's too small. I know that. I change. I adapt. You have to be able to adapt to every single pond that you fish. You have to understand every single pond you fish. You have to understand what's underneath the water. You have to take your time to understand these different ponds. Each pressured public pond has different pressure levels. So a key to understand that. If I'm fishing a really high pressured public pond, I'm going to change my techniques. I'm going to change where I fish. If I fish places not as much pressured, I know I could probably work a little bit more faster lures, and I'm going to have success. Remember that. Every pond is different. I fish on a property, and people fish it. There's an upper pond and a lower pond. 2 totally different ponds, and I approach them differently. The upper pond has more pressure than the lower pond. The lower pond has more vegetation than the upper pond. I adjust the way I fish to every single pond that I fish. They are all different. You got to change your approach. You got to understand everything about those ponds. You become successful. You catch some big ones, son, all day long. My last tip on every pond is different. Take your time. Break a pond down. For me, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be completely honest with you. For a new pond that I fish, it probably takes me 4 to 5 times to fish it, to really understand it, then I can have a game plan. It takes time. Again, real expectations when you fish these ponds. A higher pressure pond is going to be tougher. The number of bass I'm going to catch in a day is going to be less. I know that. I know that going in. I have my patience. My mindset starts to change. Take the opportunity to learn every single pond and you'll be more successful. Number 4, patience. Is one thing that I've learned in 35 years of fishing these pressure public ponds is patience. I outfish my son. It's not because we use different lures. It's because he's not as patient as me. I'm very, very, very patient. Most anglers fish way too fast. You're fishing too high in the water column. That's patience. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. When we're talking about these pressured public ponds, patience is probably one of the biggest things that you need to be successful. Again, we're talking about all of this all together. My real expectations, 1 to 2 bass per hour. That takes patience. That means I might cast, I don't know, 50 times. I'm only going to catch 1 bass out of 50 casts, 60 casts. You got to have patience. You got to be locked in that whole time. These bass are smart. They hold tight. You have to slow everything down. Slow is king. I've been saying it ever since I started this. Slow is king. Out of 35 years, it's one thing that I could say. And I tell people all the time, slow it down. Slow it down, then slow it down again. Even on fast-moving lures, somebody commented to me about a bladed swim jig. Is that all I do is slow roll it? Yeah, pretty much. You can still use faster lures, like a chatterbait, a swim jig, a swim bait. You just slow it down. You slow it down to a crawl. You have to give the opportunity for those bass to react to it. Remember, you're fishing pressured public ponds. You have to give them time. They're holding tight. They're finicky. When they're finicky, you have to slow it down. Don't overcomplicate things. The last one, don't overcomplicate things. I always go back, become a master of a few. Don't overpack your tackle box. I just did a video about your tackle box. Become a master of it. I talk about it every year in the beginning of the year in springtime. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't cut and tie. Don't cut and tie. Work a pond. I work an area. I didn't get anything. I'm going to go back to another area. If I want to change lures, I change the lures when I go to that next area. I'm not cutting and casting, cutting and casting, cutting and casting. I work an area, my progressions, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I go through. I'm done. I'm done with that area. If I want to change the lures, I will come back to that area. The rule of thumb for me is 10 to 15 minutes. I like to wait to 20 to 30 minutes if I'm going to go back to an area. I'm going to try, the next area I'm going to fish a swim jig. I might fish 2, 3 areas. Then I'm going to come back to that area and then I'm going to fish it again with a swim jig. It gives time for that area to cool down. If you spooked any bass or they become more finicky, you give them a chance to cool down, and then you could go back to that area. Don't overwork areas. You're overcomplicating things. Don't overcomplicate your lures. Overcomplicate how you cast. You should have a progression of your casts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm done. Or if I'm going right to left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not overfishing an area. I'm not overcomplicating my casting. When we're talking about being patient, confident lures are going to help you stay patient. If you're a master of 3 or 4, you know you're going to catch bass on those 3 or 4. Again, we're talking 50, 60, 70 casts in between catches. It's tough in these pressure public ponds, I'm being honest with you. But you can be successful. When you become a master of a few, your confidence grows. It's going to keep you locked in for those 60, 70 casts. That's the mindset. But in part 2, yes, there's 2 parts, so stay tuned. Next video will be part 2. I'm going to go through exactly how I break down a pond and I catch a bass. Special shout out to Captain Caveman, my man, always getting it done, my man, Captain Caveman. Yes, sir. Appreciate all the support. Roger Decker, my man, always getting it done. Appreciate the support. Biggins after Biggins, yes, sir. And William Martin, again, appreciate all the support. My man always gets it done. Biggins, son, yes, sir. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to do all the great things. Don't forget to check out all the links down below. Don't forget to check out the merch store down below. Don't forget to check out the membership. The membership really helps grow the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Drop a comment down below. What is your top thing when you go to these pressure public ponds that you have in your mind? Is it not overcomplicating things? Is it expectation? Is it patience? Is it certain lures? Drop a comment. Love to have a conversation. And I'll catch you next time on Getting It Done Fishing.